Good morning. This is Bill Perkins. First thing this morning, I'm gonna cube some cows. So let's do this before the hellfire just starts raining on us this afternoon. Not even this afternoon, the mid-morning, it's gonna be 100 degrees. So I like to feed cattle first thing so they're not over here huffing and puffing and just dying. They're out here just dying. Look at them. All I did was open up the cake box and here he comes sprinting. Lumpy, take a chill pill. Lumpy, quit jacking with stuff. Here you go, you big fat baby. Eat out of my hand. Lumpy. Come on. Here, how about this? What? Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. It's getting a little hard not to take it personally. Oh, morning, Odie. Odie! Odie will eat a cube. Come here, Odie boy. Oh, yummy, yummy. Oh, here comes old Rowdy boy. I know he's gonna want one. Look at him. Come on, Bubby. You want your snicky snicky? Ready? Ready? Hey! Get off of them. I like them a lot more than I like you. Butthole. Here you go, Rowdy boy. Here you go, Rowdy boy. I almost got my big fat finger nibbled on there. My bad, my bad. Boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing. We'll start over there with the bull pasture across the highway. And then we've got 3 other pastures to feed after that, so let's do this. It's supposed to be 104 degrees today, but there's an end in sight for now. Early next week, it'll be in the low 90s. Oh, it's like fall. Get out your pumpkin spice, you bunch of basic bitches. We'll go ahead and kick out some cubes to the spoiled brats here in the hospital pasture here. Horses always get in on them cubes too. You can't feed cubes to horses, it's bad for them. Yeah, maybe if your horse lives in a stall its entire life. Not them ranch horses. They'll lick some cow mineral off the bed of the pickup too, they love it. All right, pulling into my bull pasture. I've already got some customers waiting. So we are a commercial cattle operation, but all of our bulls are registered Red Angus bulls. It just throws them quality calves. We got them from a few different places. We got them off the R.A. Brown Ranch. We've got them from a local guy here in town, St. Joe Land and Cattle. We've got them from J. Anthony. We've got them from Bayou Creek. And they are quality. They all bring different things to the table, but they are all mucho bueno. Mucho bueno. True. And they're all complete nightmares during the breeding season, but you know how that's just the way it goes. Alright, boys. Y'all know which side I feed on. Y'all get it figured. Let's go ahead and call in some stragglers here. Get around, get her. Oh, he's gonna cut in line in the front here. We've got them approaching from all angles. Golly, y'all, I'm sorry about them flies. Who are you? You're not looking great. I probably need to start bringing a round bale out here. Already! I don't want to have to do that. All right, let's start kicking some feed. Got my handy dandy control here. It's just the bee's knees. It even counts the dumps. Dumps like a truck. Guys like what? What? Baby, move your butt. I think I sing it again. All right, we're gonna get around to make sure everybody made it to the feed trough here. And it's dry. We need to get some moisture for them cool season grasses start kicking in, or this is gonna be another nightmare winter. Yeah, look at them all muddied up. Tank's getting low. They're all down there farting around in the mud and the water. All right, I got a missing bull. I got one that didn't come up to the feed trough, so let's go find him. Hopefully everything's good. Grass is a little bit better down here. I mean, it's just crispy. KFC grass. Well, I found our missing bull. Good grief. On the wrong side of the fence. That's magical. Hey, Bob. What are you doing? That's our heifer bull. That's Thickness. That's our boy Thickness. He's lucky he's my favorite, or I'd be a little upset. I really don't want to let him in there yet, y'all. I might have to. Let's try to call him down here. Here. Come on, Bob. Come on, bud. Yerp. He don't do nothing he don't want to do. We don't have bulls for their mental capacities. I know that. Go on, big boy. Hey, don't you side-eye me. Go on, Bub. Either. He don't play. I've seen this bull pick up a horse and carry it down an alleyway with a man on him. Hey! It's too hot for that. Way too hot. Go on, bud. Psst. Freaking, you know what? The gate's open. You figure it out, all right? I don't have time for this. It's too hot. You could be eating with these guys, but you're oh shit. They could just come on top of you in a second. Just eat. I gave you a second snack. Alright, I just pulled up on the next pasture. We call it the old settlement pasture because of the way it is. No, so hundreds of years ago, back when the Chisholm Trail ran south to north, the Red River Station is just 4 or 5 miles west of us. And this pasture had a schoolhouse in it. It had a little homestead and a house, and it's even got a cemetery in it. So, and the only thing remaining out of the schoolhouse is the chimney not the chimney, but the whole fireplace. And then the homestead, there's kind of the old basement, and then there's an old shed that we refurbished a bunch of years ago and stuff, and the old windmill's down there by a stock tank, and so we call it the old settlement pasture. But anyway, I've got a small group of fall cows in here, and then I've got all my replacement heifers. With the cattle market being the way it is right now, we went ahead and just kept all of our heifers from last year because we knew that people would be needing them this year. So we hadn't sorted off the dinks and the culls and stuff yet. We're just letting them grow, but I just pulled the bull off of them. When was that? At the end of July. So hopefully they're all bred. I'll probably preg check them here in the next month or two. But I'm going to bet these girls are a little bit hungry. There should be 53 replacement heifers, and then I think there's about 20 or so fall calving cows. And the reason we have so few fall cows, of those cows that don't breed during the spring season, we give them a second chance and turn a bull out of them again in the wintertime. And if they don't breed then they're gone. So we usually give these cows, we give them one do-over, and then if they don't breed up on the second time, as long as the bull's doing his job, then we'll blame it on the cow. But sometimes it's the bull's fault too, and that's why we always semen test our bulls in the spring. But anyway, let's start calling these girls in and get them fed. Probably going to be over here down this by this tank. We've got there's two tanks here in this pasture, so but they're kind of close to each other, so I always like to drive back in here in this little nook. Golly, I need to get a siren put in this pickup before I blow out the dang horn like I usually do. Check stock tank number 1 right up here. Well, they're not there. Got a little crane over there though. There's the other tank down there in that bottom. We got a few takers. We'll go ahead and get them fed. Just for being good girls. We'll go ahead and feed these ones here that were... Alright girls, come get you something to eat. Fresh off the stove, fresh out the oven. One thing I highly recommend if you're going to keep replacement cattle like we do every year, is put a year brand on them. I've been at the A1 here about almost 6 years, and the first group of replacement cows I kept was in 2018, so those cows have an 8 branded on their hip. And then of course 19s have a 9, 20s have a 0, 21s have a 1, and then I haven't branded the 22s yet because we haven't officially selected them. I've put our official A1 ear tag in them, but I haven't branded them yet. Oh, here we go. They're going through the trees where they think I am. Come on, girls! Come to daddy! Ooh, look at that. She's heavy bred. She's got that wiggle to her. Morning, girls, morning. Come on in. Come on in. I'm gonna drive around here and get them off some of this cactus a little bit. Last thing you need is a dang abscess. They get them enough without me helping them. Move. Oh, oh. That ranch hand's doing work this morning. Sometimes you got to give him a love tap, show him who's boss. Give him a little booty bump. Aggravating. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Here comes some running in from the brush, boys. You hadn't guessed we run Red Angus cattle. Morning, girls. Good morning. See, this is what I was talking about, the age brand. Big old Zero. She's a 2020 broad. We had some bad luck with our 2020 cows. I guess it was last year our bull kind of crapped the bed, and I think he only bred 2 out of about 25 of them. But there's our, see, 2019. Of course, we got that A1 brand on the left hip, which is adds a little bit of extra thinking when you're dragging in the branding pen, but that's all right. Morning, girl. Oh, hey, baby. We've only got a couple baldies, and they are my favorite. They throw some good calves, they sure do. Only one of them threw a baldy-faced calf this year, though. The other one was solid red. Is everybody doing all right? Any grievances? What's going on here? All right. Everybody looks good. Kick out a little more feed and then we'll head to the next spot. I cannot wait for that first freeze to come and just murder off these millions of grasshoppers that are just decimating everything. It's like stinking Bugs Life around here. And you know what? I totally get why the ants hated them. Yeah, they are a plague, absolutely, 100%. If the heat wasn't bad enough, the little insecticide alien monsters that fly around and smack you in the face and get inside your shirt and pants. Not to mention the wasps. My poor baby 2-year-old, she got stung for the first time by a wasp the other day, and of course she took it like a man. Our east pasture, pulling up to the top of the hill here, and there's our hay barn. I always wondered, why in the hell did they put the hay barn on the very east end of the property? It's so inconvenient, especially when it comes to winter and you're feeding. But so that's an original building. The A1 here used to be a part of a much bigger ranch called the Powell, and so the place to the east of us, that used to be the Powell, and then the place south of us used to be the Powell, and I don't know how many total thousands of acres it was, but it was a big joint. So this hay barn is actually right in the middle of it, and there's a couple of shipping lots here, shipping pens on either side of this pasture as well. But this pasture is 500 and some change acres, and I got a small little group of cows in here, so we're going to toot the horn a little bit and put that old feed bell out, and they'll find us real quick. I mean, it's a big joint. One time, I've got a bad habit of sticking my phone in my shirt pocket, and phone likes to fall out of it. One time, I dropped my phone in this pasture, and the wife and I were out here for 4 hours on a four-wheeler, and she was calling, and finally dark came, and I was like, we gotta find it. And then sure enough, somehow she kept calling it, and luckily it landed face up, and you could see the ringer. You could see that glow after dark, and of course that was probably 2 or 3 phones ago. I'm a little bit hard on them. The one before this one I ran over in a tractor, and it had an OtterBox on it, but the phone still worked, believe it or not. All right, let's find some cows. Well, good grief, I crossed the whole pasture back and forth, and the cows were down here by this other tank, down by the gate that I pulled through to get in here. Come on, girls, good grief. Last group of cows for the day. These are our older cows. These are all 2017s and older. There's about 100 pairs here in this pasture, so hopefully I got enough feed left. And then after this, the hot work starts. It's all outside of the pickup. All right, we got it all wrapped up for the day. Cows are fed. They're probably shaded up by now, finding a cool place to lay down and chew their cud. So I'm off to do hotter and sweatier things. But anyway, thank y'all for coming along with me. It was nice having some company. And please like and subscribe, share. Also, go follow me on TikTok at EGWSCHEID number 8, aka Bill Perkins. I'm on the TikToks. All right, y'all come find me. Thank you. Love you. Kisses.